Hello, everybody. Welcome to Silence of the Siren. This is a pre-alpha. This is a demo. It is not something that you'll be able to play just yet. It's not available on Steam. Only a select group of people have received it. YouTubers and press demos. That makes me feel like I'm super special. So big thanks to the developers, uh, Oxymoron Games, for hooking me up with this and thinking that I would be a pretty cool fit for this. So, Silence of the Siren, if you haven't heard about it, it is a game that is very similar to King's Bounty if you're a fan of that at all. And if you are a fan of King's Bounty and you thought like the newest one was kind of crap, then you should just put Silence of the Siren on your wish list right now, because I've played it for about an hour, probably total time, maybe 45 minutes, I guess. But it's been something that I've just been really thoroughly enjoying. I've made like 3 videos for an attempt to actually make this and really try to sell the game to you and show you its beef and that it's really, really enjoyable and fun. And then I realized most of my videos just kind of devolve into this moment where I just play the game and really, really enjoy it, because it scratches a lot of itches that I wished the new King's Bounty had done. So I really, really like this game. And I look forward to it actually coming out. Early access is going to be in 2024. There will be a beta sometime within 2023, or at least there is planned to be. But for now, this is just an early look, and I'm just gonna play it and show you what I saw and what I like about it and everything. But anyway, the welcome message that we get before we start in the demo, and I am playing on easy just because I just like to enjoy it. I figure it's going to be easier for me to play through and hopefully not destroy myself relatively early doing it this way. So after the unsuccessful mutiny, the remnants of the Fossorian rebels fled to the edge of colonized territory. They are trying to regroup amidst ancient Primal's ruins. Your orders are clear. Extinguish this last spark of insurgency, preferably with exemplary bloodshed. There's also an abandoned base in the north. Take it, and the extra income and unit production could become the key to victory. Hurry up, it's time to re-educate some traitor heads by War Pickaxe. And we are the red player. So it is, it's very much... and also another game that I'll recommend, or not recommend, but tell you that this reminds me of is Heroes of Might and Magic. It has some of the same kind of similarities of exploring a map, having, like a hero unit, and, doing collection of items and then fighting things, recruiting people, and it's just... I don't know, man. This game just scratches like every nostalgia bone in my body, and I get super excited about playing it every time I load up this demo because it's such an enjoyable time. Alright, but I personally have found the combat power is pretty useful, and then all these different things that you can learn are also a good idea as well. I haven't really found that the techie has been super beneficial to learning. Although you do get some actual nice skills you can get, I just haven't used them. I'm actually playing kind of what I would consider a bit of a pacifist run, which I know is probably not the intention of how you're supposed to play the game, but as soon as I found out that I could do that, it's like been my thing. Like, I really, really like to do it, so... part of it, I think, is you want to show off a form of force to kind of convince people that you are potentially a badass, so they don't want to fight you. And then they either want to join your party or they kind of run away. So, let's see. I would like to gain more cash. Even though I've got 22,000 gold, I find it important to build some buildings that will give me a little extra cash. And then... We're told that it would be beneficial to create a second army. And I don't think that's wrong, because then you can explore the map faster and everything. I just haven't really been doing that because I kind of don't feel like I need to. I also find that range units are probably the best units to have in the game. Um, and I definitely would like a larger army before I start attacking people. But you can look at the enemies, right? And you can see kind of what the hazard it is. Is it going to be somebody who's dangerous? Are they going to not be dangerous? We'll take Sergeant Molter and we'll jump into combat. Before I start doing a pacifist playthrough, we'll just kind of show you what combat is like. One of the nice things about combat is you can kind of skip a turn, which is going to be the pass turn or waiting. Waiting can be beneficial to let people kind of get closer to you. Oh, I didn't mean to do that twice. I kind of messed up. Things are going to go south for us. Yeah, we definitely messed this up. And by we, I mean me. It's all my fault. I screwed up here. Dang, I thought for sure he was going to get far enough away. Oh well. Well, there's combat. That's kind of how combat works. It sometimes goes really well, and sometimes it goes really bad. You do get experience for your guys through movement, so it is super important to actually, take advantage of your moving entirely. Don't skip out on it. Make sure you actually move every bit of the way that you can. Collect all those resources. So, what I've learned is I would like to take everything. I want this whole area, but you got to try to find the right way to do it, because it's all about collecting the right amount of stuff and then just determining whether or not you want to do it. Anybody that's moderate, I feel like I'm probably not going to win that battle. I'm not going to. So instead, what I am going to do is I'm going to kind of just work my way around. And I know that the enemies that are over here are not going to kind of come through because there's some difficult to kill guys over there. I don't know. I don't know if I would call them like difficult to kill or impossible to kill. They're not impossible, but they are not easy. You get some cool stuff. Alright, so I'm going to increase his stuff. I'm going to give him a collector. That +1 equipment item is actually pretty good. And defensive specialist. So recruits, or I don't really want to call them recruits, but the people that you can, or the things that you can have join your party, they will appear every cycle, which is kind of like a day when I think about it. I feel like it is certainly a day. But it could be like more than a day, but it definitely not. Alright, so sometimes you will run into it, some enemies, and this is where I've really started using my whole pacifist playthrough. You hit enemies that have low or negligible threat, and they kind of don't want to fight because they know that they're potentially going to be killed. You can either choose to fight them or you could choose not to fight them. I personally choose to let them run because I am just kind of like letting people survive on their own. Like I I'm not too worried about it. Let them do what they want to do. I want to create a whole collection of people that all live together nicely, and I know they're not people, but not quite the point. And it's entirely up to you on how you want to play. I personally, like I said, I personally really enjoy just the concept of being able to come through and just gain all these locations without really causing a lot of combat. Just straight up getting people to join me and everything. Visiting commander will receive a random reward. Can be used once per cycle. Attack gives a big reward. Nope. Again, pacifism is the way to go. I think it's nice to be nice to people. Yeah, so every day that passes, it's a new cycle, and then anything where you got people, you're going to now be able to get some additional people, which is super nice. And I realize at this point that I didn't do a really good job of like how I decided to kind of go around with my guys, because we're both in the same place. We should not be in the same place. Moderate. I'm gonna not fight him. I think I might have one group of guys be more on the violent side and the other purely pacifists. Oh, no, 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 let's not do that. That is silly. Let's not do that. Like, go all the way around, which would have been just kind of ridiculous. Hazard, not a chance. I think that means they would kick my butt. Not great numbers, but it'll do. I could probably get a little bit more stuff. The academy is important to build, I personally think, because then I can start to do a couple of things with my guys. I do find that the sooner you start to kind of get some of these buildings that are going to give you things that you need, the better off you will be. I'm trying to figure out the best way to go and do that. They're negligible. Yeah, so let them run. But one of the things you can do with these is you could set it up to where you can add some defensive things. I haven't really done that because it just doesn't seem to be something that I really need to do. With these monster things in certain locations, I know that the other guys aren't going to get over to me without, actually having to do something. Like, they can't just come over and get past these areas, and they're not in a situation where they're going to be able to get past stuff either. But I feel as though I'm not necessarily in a wonderful wonderful, what's the word that I'm looking for? A wonderful position here. I still definitely would like to have a bigger collection of enemy or people. I'm not losing too many people, but I'm still losing too many people. I think it took probably 3 or 4 cycles the last time I played this before I felt pretty positive that I had enough people to successfully go to these locations without having to worry too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and head back with this guy because he's kind of like my dude. I think who I feel is going to be my kind of war machine. But I like these strategy battles. I haven't seen a situation yet where there is um, anything like that would be an obstacle in the in the environment, something that might slow down the enemies or cause like them to be blocked in some manner. It doesn't mean there isn't going to be any. A big thing to remember about this is it is an alpha. Not a chance. We'll get killed by this guy. Well, well, that's really we really didn't go very far before. Like we obviously aren't set up for things. Kind of disappointing. We definitely. I'm gonna have to build some new stuff because we're not getting nearly enough going on. So I'll get the worms. Go ahead and fruit those, which only one for now, but we'll eventually get some more. But now I need. You can only build so much. Basically, every turn you can build. I guess we'll just go ahead and take out this guy. Definitely haven't hit like the spot where we can start being a pacifist because everybody wants to fight. Well, that's okay. Well, so much for my little worm monster. He didn't last long. I feel bad for him. And he is pushed into a spot where there's nothing he can do. Dang. I mean, I guess a win is a win, but man, that is not what I wanted. But I both dig the art style. I like the science fiction sort of feeling that the game gives you. Um, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Everything about the game has just really been ultimately very pleasant, very enjoyable. I keep dying like at some point, and I never make it all the way to where I would like to. It's just gonna take some time to kind of get there. part of that is to, make sure I'm making enough cash flow and everything. It just takes a little bit of time, but once you kind of get things set up, it seems to go really well. I find that it works easier for me if I just had the one army. Um, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm just going to go ahead and I don't think I can like retire this dude or anything, but I think he has to keep at least one person. But I'm just going to move him over there. He can just kind of wait. We'll just run him around doing nothing. Maybe he can like clean up the messes or something, but just keep with Sergeant Moltaire because he's a cool little mole guy. And I think I'll just have him kind of keep going and doing all the murder and whatnot of the bad guys. And it might actually have worked out kind of for my benefit because now I've got some more people. Hazard is low. Alright, we should be able to do this now. We'll let them run. Start going up here and start getting some more items. You just need like the proper amount of units in your army. And, the right kind, ones that are good enough, I suppose. And then, the next thing you know, everybody they're scared of you or they want to join you. Like a win-win. Oh man, I don't have enough cash? Well, not yet. But we will. We have enough cash. Probably not a safe idea to let him run around with only like one unit. But until I get more cash and other things going on, really not gonna work. There we go. Learn Spy. I think that's good. Totally not, totally not the, the ideal situation here. Yeah, so I don't really know about this. Like, it's a slave camp. I don't really like the idea of this, but it says that if I could buy slaves, and it seems like this could be potentially a very useful thing. I can hire 12 of these guys for 220, so I think I can actually afford them. This is a long-range unit. I don't like buying slaves. That doesn't seem like right to me, but it seems that it's probably the most likely scenario of getting enough characters or enough units to where it really matters. I know it's like an ethical dilemma right here in this aspect. 'Cause I don't want to like hurt those guys. I don't really want to pick up slaves. I don't want to do negative things to people. And I think slavery is awful, but Sergeant Moltaire needs his units. View the enemy number and also its number. Yeah, let's make that. Although, I think the more movement points might be kind of better at this point. Oh, I don't know what I just did, but don't do that. My bulletproof bin. Well, the good news is, right now it looks like there's still like a pretty good kind of buffer zone, because this is like a very difficult monster, and then there's this guy. He's like super hard to kill. Excuse me. So right now it looks like I have a pretty good chance of not having to worry too much. I can just kind of keep working around. It does seem like I'm rapidly running out of places that I will be able to go without some, big increases towards my my army. This guy is going to be, moderate, huh? Moderate and negligible. We'll go with negligible first. Because if anything, I can collect a couple of other things. I do need to find out. I know that the enemy can find a way from over here, kind of over into this area. So I got to figure out how they're doing that so I can stop them. And I like that you can kind of hover over a building and find out what it is. Let's see. We get a random reward. Oh, I would like to learn. A Sentry airdrop. Yeah, that sounds awesome. I've realized that as much as I want to play the pacifist way, because I have the two generals, it's only going to make sense to actually say screw that and actually just go on the rampage. So I realize it's not just me playing, it's people watching, and I want them to look at this game and say, yes, this is absolutely a game that I want in my wish list. Because you should, because it's freaking fantastic, man. It's probably like one of the few demos I have played where I've just been continually impressed. It's something I could play for probably, man, just a really long time. All right, let's hire all of those guys. We still got a little bit of cash. This guy is going to be expensive, so we'll probably take a couple of turns to kind of get to where we need to for this. Alright. Let's say our defensive tower, which improves the wall and gate strength and adds 2 range platforms and 1 defensive slot. This is specifically for this, which could be useful. The trading post might be good to get stuff. I am getting an increase of everything. I feel like it's probably not enough. I don't need another commander. Increases visibility range around the base. I feel like I don't really need that, given some of the other things I have. But it looks like I need this surface lookout to get some other things of value. Negligible. Alright, well, you're gonna die. Hazard is high. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight him. We'll wait. Oh, that sounds like it'd be so cool. Whatever the moss hole is, I really want to like experience what it is. But yeah, I feel like it just not. I don't want to risk losing Sergeant Moltaire or any of their stuff. So I'm actually surprised. I didn't think that I would have to fight these guys. All right, so because I have special ability, I can do one of these. We're gonna do the small artillery. We'll skip. And this is where the energy comes into play. I don't know which one to kill. I almost feel like it might be beneficial to kill just somebody else there, but... I definitely wish I had more ranged characters, and now that I'm thinking about it, I really should have done a better job with getting my ranged characters in like a little bit more defensive posture. That's not too bad. We only lost a total of 7 people. I mean, we lost more than I would like, but... There we go. Upgrade that. Yeah. I wish didn't have to go all the way around. I want to get whatever that is, but I don't want to risk what's going on. And I definitely am not making enough cash here. I gotta do something different. That's too much. I'm likely gonna have to... I think I'm gonna have to go and use a bit more of those slave people. I'm hoping that, like, I like to think of it as if I save them, you know, I'm paying the money for them, you know, they're not really slaves anymore. Now they're just mercenaries that have joined my plucky group of whatever they are. Alright, so it looks like... Man, I really don't know. I haven't decided how they're coming across. Now we're broke again. Good job. But maybe that's enough to actually do something. Hello. Man, I thought for sure we weren't going to have to fight these guys. Well, these guys don't move very far, which is nice. I'm gonna put a sentry airdrop in. I feel like there's probably a better way to do that. It looks like you can't really make a decision on where that's going to attack, which, I don't know, it's not really ideal for me. I think they'll actually make it down for the next turns. Oh. Slight dilemma here. I don't really know what I want to do. I mean, if I hold on, I'll just wait. We'll wait that turn as well. Be able to kind of sort of kind of hold things off a little bit. I don't. I'm like so bad at it when it comes to like this portion. Actually not bad. We only lost 4 people. It feels like we lost way more, but 3,000 golds. I'm not gonna get this yet because I want to be able to get it and then upgrade it. Actually, no. We'll go ahead and take it. We'll just wait until we have the 3,000. Not a chance. Moderate. Part of me wants to try it anyway. Maybe I can do moderate. Like, I haven't been doing anything that's not, you know, some degree of relatively easy. Oh, 'cause I need this. This gives me like 500. Oh, that's just, it's just for me. Yeah, visibility range +1. That sounds like a great idea. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see if we can upgrade this. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go back. I think I'm gonna have to replenish my supply of troops here, because Sergeant Moltaire and I have gone so far back. I don't want to risk him dying. Like my little buddy, man. I also am like 100% positive that I try to attack this guy right here, I am going to get just absolutely destroyed. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to kind of head back with bulletproof Benny, because he's not really bulletproof. He's actually likely to get just absolutely clobbered with bullets. One thing that I've only had happen a couple of times is actually come up to a unit to attack and they decide they don't want to attack. They want to join me instead. This battle may be a little bit more difficult than I expected it to be. Ah, maybe not. Like, I mean, it looks like it'll be fine. Oh. Well, geez, thanks, guy. Negligible. What is this? Oh, Smuggler's Den? Ah, we can wait for that. Got some other goodies, though. I mean, I think it's going to go well. But anyway, long story short about everything so far, like, I'm playing this until, like, I'm done. And this is going to be, like, potentially a long video. It could be, like, a less long video, but I love strategy games like this because you can play them for a really, really long time. Like, this is just a scenario. I don't need a campaign or anything with this. I just get to go and join my ragtag group of awesome folks and, try to take over the world. Like some kind of weird Pinky in the Brain episode. Negligible. Let them run. Because I want this right here. I mean, it'll gives me a little bit of cash, but I keep getting all these things where it says it's low, but man, it is not low. These guys just all feel really adamant about fighting. So that would only shield one unit. That's not going to be useful at all. I like the sentry, but I feel like it's not really as useful as it could be. And these little laser dudes are super useful. I'm gonna have to go buy some more. Oh god, these are all range units? Oh no. Wow, I didn't even notice the bullseye. Well, if you wanted a reason to pay attention to what you're doing, there's your reason. But how cool is this little cat dude? How is it not like the coolest character you've ever seen? I think he's super cool. He's like probably one of my favorites. But I definitely need more of these guys. It is the bright one. Yeah, look at it. I mean, this little dude's like so cool. How much health does this guy have? 30, 50, 20, 20. I don't really know exactly what those mean based on the numbers that I'm seeing, but one more, and he is dead. Yeah. And we lost 21 people. Yeah, no, we're just gonna have to work our way back. Dang, it's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to kind of make a little bit more progress, but headed that way. But yeah, it's just not in my best interest right now. I think I am gonna go back to just kind of giving these guys we'll just kind of keep running back and forth and getting whatever stuff we're gonna get. Orbital strike sounds like it's pretty good. Hack might be good. Well, there's no tech units that we really run into too much. Orbital strike it is. Yeah, those abilities, they really make like a huge difference. And I want this melting plot because it produces some cash. I need that. Dang, but it's gonna be too hard. And I think I screwed up by killing one of those enemies, so now that the other guy is able to just kind of run back through, and I don't want that. Oh, I didn't even realize we got like all this stuff over here. Oh, we're gonna have to go and kill these guys. So many goodies, so many things to find. It's so hard to like do this stuff without like picking up everything or going after everything you see. It's so cool. Alright, this, so I'm getting 4 of these at a time. I feel like that's probably a good idea. An overseer's office. Oh, I need this. Oh, it's 5,000 gold. Hey, why can't I build this? That's already been built. The overseer's office I cannot build. It needs 5,000 gold, which I have. 5 of the green things, which I have. 5 of the blue things. I have all these. Why can I not build them? Oh, because I need a sweatshop and a trading post. Okay, well. One sweatshop, please. Wow, I really kind of messed up in not building that before. Oh, and I knew it. I knew this little... Yeah, mean words. Lots of bad words. Alright, let's go find this guy. I want to recruit some units. Because I don't know how strong he is. I didn't really get a good... I didn't look. Nope, that's not the one. It. Oh, somebody he took it, but he's leaving it. So I'm just not sure if I should kind of go after that or if I shouldn't. So many decisions here. Let's go back and I got 9,000 gold. I can upgrade to something else. And then we needed the... What did we need? We needed the trading post. Alright. Can I recruit people? I think I can. But they're too expensive. I wonder if I want to build the shield. Hire those what I got. Alright, I think with what he's got enough. He should be able to kill... Oh no, that's still moderate. Those guys are still gonna, like, kick my butt. I think I might be able to come back around, though. I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can't kind of work around and potentially do something with what he's got. Otherwise, I don't really know. I'm not really too concerned with bulletproof Benny. He just kind of exists. He's there just in case, but I don't really need him. I definitely need to stop this dude, though. I don't know how many people they have in their little... in their army, but... it is potentially an issue letting them kind of run amok here. Alright, so I don't have enough cash. But I can do that. We'll be able to recruit some more people. All right, we're gonna start. I'm gonna start building up Bulletproof Benny. It's time for him to start kind of pulling his weight. For now, though, I'm gonna go back. What was the place that I wanted to get? There was something I wanted. I don't remember what it is. Wait, is he straight up blowing that place up? Oh, I think he did. I think he blew it up. What a jerkwad. That's very unacceptable. Alright, low. Dang. I am so surprised. I thought for sure these things would not want to fight, considering, you know... I'm surprised that does so little damage. Of course he goes for them. Like, he's... Yeah, so they weren't lying. This really is more of a moderate situation. I guess I should have used an ability, but I didn't want to. I thought an ability was, like, too early. It just wasn't, like, appropriate. I'm so sorry, my little rat man. I sacrificed 30 of them, essentially. God. I feel so bad. It's like 30 people dead for nothing. I wonder if this... I still feel like that guy is going to be, like, too difficult and then some. Oh, I don't... Yeah, because I don't think he's stupid enough to try to fight the dragon. So pretty much what I'm going to be doing is just going back, buying troops, taking them back, and just kind of back and forth. Um, like, it's not like the best use of my cash flow, I guess, or the best use of my troops, but man, I figure if I don't, I'm going to get screwed some other way. Yeah, see you next cycle, my dude. Alright, let's go and pick up some stuff. Alright, yeah, anyway, and I've now realized that, like, I've been playing this for almost an hour, and I realized that, honestly, you know, everything that there is to show you and really kind of hopefully give you a good idea of what you could expect, I should have hopefully have done that by now. Um, as you can tell, like, the demo that I have access to play is it's very full of things to do. Like, I have been playing for almost an hour on this. I haven't run out of things to do. I haven't even gotten tired of playing. I haven't reached a point to where I want to do something else. I just want to keep exploring and find new things. Okay, that's 2,500. We can afford it momentarily. We'll upgrade that. What is this cool thing? I mean, so there's like so many things about this game that just kind of, I don't know, make me excited about it. This is fun. This is a game that you should have on your wish list. Go stop watching me, put it on your wish list, and then come back and watch this some more. And that's what you should do. Field research, please, good sir. You're my combat dude. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's that. What do I do? What do I do? I want to do this. I want to. Decisions. Okay, so that I can't go anywhere with that, but there's some items. Cast tech abilities for half the energy. Well, that would be super useful. Fusion core, all kinds of goodies. All right, so I'm gonna kill this guy, then I'm gonna go find out whatever's in that thing, and then I will call it to be. That will be that. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. One of these is going to be the one that's going to give me the most amount of damage. That's not a whole lot. We can potentially force field 2 of our people, which might be beneficial. How much it's going to prevent, I don't know. So I'm going to put it on these guys. I feel like these are my strongest units. And he was not supposed to go there. They have, it looks like at least 270 health. So I don't know if it's like per one. I don't really know exactly how that works for these guys. I know they definitely have more than my one little guy here, so we might be in a little bit of a pickle. Yeah, we just lost our shield. That's not gonna look too good for us. Oh, there goes my bear saw, my bear drill. Oh, this really didn't go well at all. You know, I'm probably going to get killed when I go to attack this thing, whatever it is that I'm going to attack, but I'm going to attack it because I've gone this far. Yeah, these guys are actually pretty tough. Oh, man, that was rough. We lost a lot of people. But it says it's negligible. Alright, I want to see what happens. And that'll be the end of the video. So this, you know, again, once again, is Silence of the Siren from Oxymoron Games. It's, you know, it's a fantastic strategy game. Bar none. There's nothing else to say except for it's fantastic. It's super enjoyable. It is alpha, so everything that you saw is potentially going to change between now and, you know, the early access release that's coming early next year. Oh snap, did we just get the other base? Holy crap, we do have the other base now. Oh, they weren't lying when they said there was like another base. Oh, look at that, 3,000 per turn. Oh, you guys, I'm going to win all the internet points with my cool little dudes here. Alright, Sergeant Moltaire. I think it's time for you to retire nicely. Not really, but like a whole bunch of extra goodies. like all over the place that we haven't gotten. But anyway, yeah, I mean, oh, no, there is, we gotta kill this guy. We gotta fight him. This is an enemy unit. Like the other enemy general. Oh, so we get to see them doing attacks on us and stuff. He shot some stuff into the ground, whatever that was for. Who can play that game? So I don't know how many, units they have, so I don't know that I would really be able to... Like, I know that killing these guys isn't necessarily going to cause it to where they've lost. Because I've done it a couple of times, and when I fight the enemy units, that I know it's like an enemy general, it's not necessarily enough to defeat them, because they still have their generals. So it's beneficial for sure to get it, because I mean, look at the cool stuff you get. I get all kinds of neat trinkets and doodads. But now we can go check and see what happened with this. And then that'll be it for reals. We are done, an hour into it. It's a video to show you kind of like what the game looks like, which I think I've done a decent job, hopefully, to show you what it's like. Again, like, I mean, for me, this is probably like one of the best strategy games I've played in a while, and it's just a demo. It's one that I'm definitely really looking forward to. All right, so looks like these are only disabled for a couple of cycles. So that's good news. I'm just going to kind of move around and see, I guess, kind of what other things we may have seen if I continued to go. It looks like they've got another general. There's 2 generals that they have. Considering that I have 2, and at one point I had Naval Guard. So many new people. But considering they have as many as they have, and what I had, I feel as though hazard negligible. Yeah, we'll take them out. But I feel like they can only have a couple of generals. It's kind of weird that it says hazard negligible, and obviously there's a lot of these guys. I don't know how they expect me to win this. I might be able to win it, but I don't really know. I got 1 health-based unit, but I don't feel like they were attacked. Maybe they were. I don't know. They can't do anything because they're blocked. Yeah, we're not winning this. I don't know what they're talking about. Negligible. Sergeant Voltaire, you're not going to make it. I feel so bad. I basically got him killed with my bad planning. These guys just joined the party and they're dead already. So it is one of those games where you do have to take into consideration what you're doing. If you choose to make terrible mistakes and treat your characters as if they have no real use, this is what's going to happen. Or if you're just not careful. And I guess don't listen to that whole, like, oh, these enemies are negligible and stuff, because that's full of crap. These guys are not a negligible threat. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left? There's no way we're gonna survive this. I'm gonna try, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But it'll be that, and he's dead too. Come on, my little cat dudes. That's not cool. Yeah, I don't know why they thought that I was gonna survive this. I don't have enough energy to do another commander ability. Hey, at least we gave them a good fight. Just barely. We've suffered a bitter defeat, and the commander has left the cause. But now I only have bulletproof Benny. Well, you'll be missed, Sergeant Voltaire. You did such good for us. So there you go. That's a good look at the map. You know, I'm hoping that I showed a really good time. Like I said, I had a blast. This is a game that I'm going to recommend. Definitely go wishlist it. Be on the lookout for the beta that is coming in later this year. I don't have like a specific date. I just know that all I have is basically fall of this year. But again, just to reiterate, the game is an alpha state, so everything you saw here might change. Potentially everything you saw could change, but one thing I think will not change, and that is this game sucks you in, and it's not a game you want to quit playing because it's just absolutely well made and fantastically designed. I absolutely love this. This is a fantastic game. Highly recommended.